is up, guys? We're at my shop right now. I'm pretty pumped to get this video started because it has been a month and a half since I have last touched this pit bike. The last video you had seen on this is when we built Broski's up and we got this far on mine. Honestly, there really isn't too much done to this thing. It's just we put the frame on, I put the plastics on, the seat's not even bolted on. It's just kind of like there for show. You can see it right there. But, and then I just bolted on that sprocket cover and the shifter. That's really all I did to this thing. It looks pretty sweet in here, having two Hondas. Yesterday, I shredded this bike for the first time. I'm very pumped on it. So if you haven't seen it already, check out my video from yesterday. I have some GoPros of me riding this thing. And it's a pretty awesome bike straight out of the crate. Was able to corner it good, everything. That's honestly the main reason I bought it, is because how good it corners, and for it not being set up at all and being able to hit ruts and corner it without a stress, without a struggle. I mean, I'm really happy with the base I got so far with this thing. But today's objective, back to the pit bike build, we have some wheels to be built today. I guess this should be step number 2 of putting my pit bike back together because I already got the frame put on. But here's everything. I'm missing something. There we go. My hubs. This is the rear one. This is the front one. Alright, so we pretty much have everything we need. Just to give you a little run over, these are stock rims that I had powder coated by RCHC Powder Coating. Same with these hubs and spokes. We didn't do the nipples because they say they get pretty scratched up when you go to true the wheels, so we just figured leaving them silver would look the best. I got a rim lock for the front and rear from T-Bolt USA. This is the rear rim lock. It's a 1.85 and the front is a 1.60. They're both from T-Bolt USA and they're necessities. If you spin tubes or pop tubes on pit bikes, these will save you a lot of time with changing tubes and whatnot. Onto the tires, I am running some Dunlop MX33s. And we got some Moose Racing heavy duty tubes. So we're in the crack shack. We got Mr. J Carbone doing some turf into his ski. This is gonna be a sick Tigercraft fixie. And my channel is still yet to see my surf build because it's not 100% done yet. I'm gonna do a video when it's all done, and you guys will see some of my turf job as well. Stuff's not easy. Got Jay Crack right now, working on my head.
What up?
What's going on?
What up, YouTube?
Huh?
I said, what up, YouTube?
What do we got going on here? Girdles?
Yep.
I've already done Broski's wheels on his Honda pit bike a few weeks ago, so I kind of have an idea on what I'm doing now.
This vlog is going to be like 25, 30, 40 minutes long because you know it's going to take them a while to listen to.
But long story short, there's a YouTube video on how to lace dirt bike wheels. I've just followed it step by step and then I just started pulling the trigger on it. Pretty much one of the key things you want to do is you start with all the lower spokes and they go left, and then all the upper spokes go right. And you just kind of try to find your pattern from there, and it's pretty easy to see on these holes around the rim. But if you watch those YouTube videos on how to lace a wheel, it's not that hard. But we're about to give her a go on this front one. Third time is a charm on this thing. We finally got her laced up. So I'm just gonna tighten all the nipples down to the last thread so they're all even. And then we'll start working on the next wheel. Here we go, they're all done. Got them laced up, only took me a couple hours. But yeah, the back one went together first shot, and that was the same thing when I built Broski's wheels. The back one went together first shot. The front one I had to take apart like 2 or 3 times and redo it because the pattern on them's a little weird, but the back seems like it just lines right up. So I've never tried Truma wheels in my life. We're gonna give her a go. pretty much everything we've been doing with these Honda pit bike builds, giving everything a go, you know?
It's been coming out pretty good though. Yeah, the best part is before
we haven't needed Jay Crack for much help tearing these apart and putting them back down. I'm pretty surprised.
Yeah, before
we got most of it done.
You called me. I asked Jay Crack if he wanted to true the wheels, and he was like, eh. And I was like, yo, you gotta tell Donzie if he wants to learn, he has to do it himself, and you'll be here for guidance.
That's true.
And you call, you're like, yo, I'm just gonna.
Well, that's
like,
what I said. I was
think I'm just like gonna do it myself, and you just be there for pointers. And I was like, yo, word for word, I said the exact same thing.
Yo, these don't fit. Are these like standard? Yeah, they are.
How jacked up is this thing from the get-go?
It's a little wobbly.
A little bit of hop is in the stand too.
You're also not on a sturdy table.
Yo, Crack, please take a look at this. I hope it's running right now. It is running. Give it a little spin and check that little left zip tie.
Not bad.
Pretty close, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll give the vlog a little view. This isn't a legit truing stand, right? This is like Harbor Freight special.
I mean, that's
Pittsburgh, so it is Harbor Freight.
Setup, but it's from Harbor Freight.
So we just want to say that we think this rod up top is a little bent. It's got a little hop in it. So it kind of messes up what you truing the wheels, but it doesn't seem like it's got that bad of a hop. And this is the zip tie I'm looking at right here when I spin it.
Mine's way straighter than that, dude. That thing is like...
It's got a little wave in it, barely any though. I can't even get it to show the wave in the camera.
Mine is way straighter than that.
That thing is spot on.
You just didn't want to say it to him, but you know.
Dude, first time truing a wheel. Dude, first time putting a seat cover on, I greased it on broskies. First time, well, I didn't even true it yet. I just straightened it out. Now I gotta snug it up and hopefully it stays straight.
Let me see this now.
That's the goal. Look at the zip tie on the left.
That does look pretty good.
Right here.
Not bad, Harry.
Watch this little zip tie right here. It's kind of hard to tell. You can see it right here though. This back rim is like perfectly straight. Alright, so we're gonna pick this video up right where I left off last night. Now that we have the rims here all trued up and laced, the next step is to drill a hole in here for the rim lock, which I probably should have done before I went to powder. So any of you guys watching, if you're planning on putting a rim lock and or powder coating your rim, drill the hole for the rim lock before you go to powder coat. But it really doesn't matter because it just leaves like a little lip on the powder when you do it, and then it just gets covered up by the nut. So it honestly doesn't matter. I'm gonna go on the opposite side and put the rim lock, but you just wanna make sure it's on an open spot in your spoke. So if I go straight across from right here, it's really tight in between the spokes. So I kind of have to go off center a little bit and either go here or here. I'll go right here. There's a little open spot in the spokes right here and it'll fit perfect with the rim lock. Show you guys what I'm talking about with drilling the hole after doing powder coat. You can see there's like a little chunk of metal right here, silver, but it just kind of gets covered up when you put the nut on the rim locks. But this washer is actually too big. You see it doesn't go all the way down. It hits like these little bumps for the spoke. So I just gotta find a smaller washer so it can fit in between that nice. Alright, so now that we got those rim locks in, the rim strips on, we're down to the hardest part, I would say. For me to do a pit bike tire is like super unrealistic, and I've always had to bring it to my friend Tyler's dad's place and have him do the tires, or I've had to bring it to Joey Cracks and he does them. So I reached out to Baja No Pinch Tool, and shout out to them. They got me one of these care packages. That's all it is, these 2 little boxes. I'll show you guys. Here's one. Their website is bajanopinch.com. So let's open this up and see what we got. This is all to change a big bike tire, whether it's a front or rear, but this is the whole system. It comes with a couple little Allen keys. I get 2 little Allen keys. I got a zip tie, I got a business card, a sticker, a bent piece of metal, another piece of metal, and some more cool colored metal parts. So this is pretty much all you would need right here. This kit, this is like the big bike tire kit, just to change big bike tires. And then if you want to do mini bike tires, I believe that's what's in here. So let's see what comes in the mini bike kit. We get a sticker, and we get a couple other little... In order for the mini bike kit to work, you need the big bike kit, because the mini bike kit doesn't come with this, which I'm assuming is an important piece. You need it. It just comes with like the attachment to put from a big bike to a little bike. You can kind of see the size difference there. I had this tightened all the way so the tire couldn't get down past the rim lock, and that's what was holding me up. So make sure that this is loose and can freely move when you're putting the tires on, and you won't really have an issue. So honestly, for my first wheel, this isn't pinched because I filled it up with air and tried it out. This is all that I have marked up right here. There's just 1, 2, there's a couple little marks right here on this side. Not that big of a deal. And this side is mint, not a single mark on it. I didn't pinch the tube, and the tire is on the rim. That's the first time I've successfully mounted a tire onto a rim. So yeah, I'm pretty excited with that. The tool speaks for itself because it just allowed an amateur to get this tire on. After successfully putting the front tire on, I couldn't stand looking at those little scratches. So I masking taped it off literally as best as I could for just the tiny little scratches. And I'm just spray painting it. Every wheel I've had, like even the black wheels on my KLX right here, they were chipped up a little bit, and I Sharpied them just to like, where it was silver, just to like make it black. But the Sharpie comes off every time you wash your bike. So maybe a little bit of spray paint won't come off. But this back wheel is a super pain. I can't even figure out how to get the first half of the tire on, and look how bad I scratched this thing up just on the one side. So I am like absolutely tweaking right now over this thing. So I'm just gonna take this up to cracks right now. I'm gonna let a professional who's done a lot of tires before try out this Baja No Pinch tool as well. So yeah, I feel like the tool will be good for this last push to not pinch it.
Probably will. I'll try it. Graphics for it, or you leave it in stock?
Not yet. I'm gonna get them though. So shout out Jay Crack. It only took him about 10 to 12 minutes to get this tire on. Back tires are so stiff on these things that you kind of need like a bigger spoon to stretch the lip around, but I did use the no pinch tool to get that last little push and get it on. A little touch up paint and she'll be good to go. Long story short, for someone who's never put tires on, I was able to put a front tire on no problem. And the back tire is a lot harder because it's just smaller and there's a lot more fighting you, I feel like. But this Baja No Pinch tool works amazing because for somebody like me, an amateur, to put a tire on without popping a tube using this thing, it's pretty unbelievable. So these things work great. If you have any trouble changing tires, be sure to hit them up, Baja No Pinch tool. I'll drop their link in the description down below. That's gonna wrap it up for this one. We finally got the wheels. That's one step closer to my bike being finished. So if you guys like this one, give it a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.